Hello, students. Hope everything is fine and going on well. Today, we are going to learn about one of the most important values, that is, the time management. I would like to tell about a special bank account. Imagine there is a bank that credits your account each morning with 86,400 rupees. It carries over no balance from day to day. At the end of each day, the bank deletes whatever part of the balance you failed to use during the day. What would you do? Draw out every rupee, of course. Each of us has such a bank. Its name is time. Yes, its name is time. Every morning, it credits you with 86,400 seconds. Every night, it writes off as lost whatever of this you have failed to invest to good purpose. It carries over no balance. It allows no overdraft. Each day, it opens a new account for you. If you fail to use the day's deposits, the loss is yours. There is no going back. The clock is running. Make the most of today. Remember, time flies, but you are the pilot. Have you ever wondered how it is that some people seem to have enough time to do everything that they want to, whereas others are always rushing from task to task and never seem to finish anything? Is it just that the former have less to do, or that they have more time? No, it's just that they are giving priority to their tasks more effectively and practicing good time management skills. So students, today we are going to learn about the value of time management. Let me tell you something that a professor taught his students about managing time and giving priority to the tasks. A professor stood before his class and had some items in front of him. When the class began, he picked up a large empty jar and proceeded to fill it with rocks right to the top, rocks of about 2 inches diameter. He then asked the students if the jar was full. They agreed that it was. The professor then picked up a box of pebbles and poured them into the jar. He shook the jar lightly. The pebbles rolled into the open areas between the rocks. The students were amused. He asked his students again if the jar was full. They agreed that yes, it was. The professor then picked up a box of sand and poured it into the jar. Of course, the sand filled up all the remaining space. The students looked curiously at a jar which was now filled with rocks, pebbles, and sand. Now, said the professor, I want you to recognize that this is your life. The rocks are the important things, the things that need highest priority. The pebbles are things of lesser priority. The sand is everything else. The small stuff, the things of the least priority. If you put the sand or the pebbles into the jar first. There is no room for the rocks. The same goes for your life. If you spend all your energy and time on the less important things, you will never have room for the things that are truly important. So, fill your time with important things before you find space for less important ones. Pay attention to the things that are important in your life and spend time on them. Most of us spend too much time on what is urgent and not enough time on what is important, said by Stephen R. Covey. Truly, giving priority to the tasks is an extremely important skill. Don't you often end up regretting that you could not do justice to a task that was rather important? This would not happen if you give priority to the tasks in the right way. Finish the important tasks first and then move on to less important ones. Make sure your time is filled with bigger rocks and not small pebbles and sand. Most people do easy to do, unimportant and trivial tasks first and then try to attempt bigger or more important tasks which require greater effort. Each one of us has 24 hours in a day. Don't waste them. Make the most of the time you have. Until we can manage time, we can manage nothing else, said by Peter F. Drucker. Really, it is very important to manage time. Here are some tips for the students and for others too. How to manage time and finish the important works first. Make a schedule for each day. Follow the schedule. Give priorities to your works or tasks. Important ones to be done first. Be determined and have enough self-control to not be distracted by unimportant things. Remind yourself, work comes before leisure. Give up laziness and the habit of procrastination or postponing the important tasks. Remember, tomorrow never comes. Today is the right time to do what you have to. Activity time. Identify the rocks, pebbles and sand in your life. Write them and put them into your actions. Thank you and have a nice day.